We're going to start off with Mike Trudell, AC.
Okay.
Hey, Alex, first, just health-wise, Frank had said before the game that they weren't sure how the foot was going to respond after the contusion you had yesterday. Just wondered, in playing a high in minutes for you, what it felt like and if you think that's going to be an issue at all moving forward.
Yeah, I think it's mostly just losing my right foot. It was pretty painful after the Clippers game, and then traveling last night. It got a little better overnight. There's just some rest and some treatment. And then today it was still pretty sore, but I was kind of hoping on, adrenaline to carry me through a little bit through the game, which I think it did. There was times where it popped up and was a little more sore than others, but, I made it through.
You guys had battled to play in that game, Alex. You'd done some more scoring. It seemed like you were more aggressive on offense, but what did you think the difference was in the fourth quarter? And there were a lot of kind of tight plays that could have gone either way, it seemed like.
Yeah, just a couple plays short. It's tough because I think we played well enough and played hard enough to win. Give credit to Portland. They're a good team. They're playing hard. They had fans in here for the first night, so there was some good energy. It felt like playoff intensity out there. Coming down the stretch in the fourth quarter, Dame hitting big shots, us making big plays. AD looked like himself making defensive plays that we're used to seeing him make. So, all in all, a great basketball game for the third-party viewer, but, obviously for us, wish we could have made one or two more plays.
Let's go, Dan.
Alex, as a group, you guys are relatively still new to one another, which is a crazy thing to say, 60-plus games into this season. Is this a valuable experience to go through something like this where, there's some mistakes made in the last minute in terms of fouling, some different things like that? Obviously, you would trade it, the experience for the victory, but is there value in something like this, especially this close to the playoffs?
Yeah, saying no. There's no moral victory here. We're trying to get better as a team. That's something that Frank has talked about and something we've talked about as a team. But we play the game to win. We don't show up in the game and say, all right, let's play hard tonight, and if we lose, it's okay. Our team was a little gutted after this because we felt like I said, we played hard enough, played well enough for most of the night to to compete and win on the road against the playoff team. So, we take everything, into the big picture, and obviously missing a couple guys, but, I think we have enough to win games, like I said, after last game. So, for us, it's just about, continuing to build, but, we got to compete and keep trying to win games.
Dave.
Alex, a lot of you guys were on the team that won the championship last year, and just about every one of you guys was on the team this year that was 15 games under 500. What's the feeling being in the play-in with 5 games left to go in the regular season?
I don't know. I don't know if I really have an answer for it. I don't know if there's a negative answer or a really positive answer looking forward. I'm really just focused on the next game. At this point, fairly confident we'll be in some type of playoffs, whatever it is. Hopefully we don't have to play in the plan because we win a couple of these games on the stretch, and that's the goal and that's the plan. But I'm confident. Like I said this after last game too. Like I'm naive in the fact that I think I can win any game that we play in. And I thought we could have won tonight. Thought we should have won tonight. Made a couple errors throughout the game that, like we said, we got to be better if we're going to win the playoffs. But I don't know if I really have an opinion on playing game versus not playing game.
Kyle.
Alex, I know you guys pride yourself on how you defend, especially how you've defended this team in particular over the last couple seasons. That final minute, what was your interpretation of the breakdowns there that allowed them to get to the line? And are you surprised that, with your guys' level of experience going against the Blazers, that those mistakes happened?
Yeah, as far as my mistake goes, just found when we had the clock, pretty disappointed in myself, just being blatantly honest. Being a point guard, being one of the more vocal guys, one of the higher IQ guys on the team right now with a couple of our leaders missing, our point guards missing. So, I was pretty disappointed in myself, just messing that part of the game, just because we had battled so hard, being down 10 with about 3-4 minutes to go to get back in the one possession game. That's tough to deal with after the game we played and the effort we put into it. As far as the other stuff, it's just, you gotta be better closing games. A lot of that, I think we've maybe leaned on LeBron late in games because he's usually our voice and our leader. So, it was a good experience for us to try and not try, but good experience for us to get it done because that's kind of what I expect to do.
Last question, Bill.
Alex, I wanted to go back to what you said about this team being headed after this. Is that in part because of the stakes and the play-in? Is it the accumulation of these last 2 months? Where's kind of that feeling kind of what's that feeling kind of based on, do you think?
Yeah, I'm not overreacting when I say gutted. Like, we're just disappointed. Maybe that's a better word for it. Gutted makes it sound like, all hope is lost and like we just missed the playoffs because we lost this game to Portland. We're just disappointed. We played a win, played hard. Like I said multiple times now, I think we played hard enough and I think we competed well enough and executed for stretches that we had a chance to win and we didn't win. So, that's always a little disappointing. And like you said, everybody knows the stakes. Everybody knows what this game was standing wise and how, it would have been a great win for us to stay in 6 and whatever. But, we're just a competitive bunch. That's why we won a championship last year, is because we're competitive and nothing's changed this year just because we got guys out and just because, we are deeper in the standings than we were last year.